Hello, friends, and welcome back. It's Angela, and I am here to show you what I am working on this week before our vacation. And if you had a chance to watch any of our videos from the Meet the Schrads adventure on our 177-mile yard sale, you may have seen that I did this travel journal to kind of document our journey, and I made that out of a catalog, a college catalog that was, and you can probably barely see it, it was huge, that came to my son. And so I thought, well, I'm going to keep filling this up with our other fun adventures when we're out thrifting and such. So I thought I would do another one for our upcoming family vacation. So here's the interesting part. I started doing this. It took me about an hour. I filmed 2 half-hour segments. Both of them have disappeared. So we're just going to take off from where I left off at. And I'm just going to have positive vibes that this one is not going to delete. I don't know what's going on. So just a couple of things about the, excuse me, about the project. Just like the one that I did for the flea market finds, I am using the Country Living magazine for a lot of it. So you'll see a lot of those elements in there, including this front cover, which I loved. And I just tried to keep it pretty simple in that a lot of what happens with my travel journals anyway is that as I'm there and the experience is happening, that's when I usually add a lot of the elements and the ephemera and all of that good stuff. So I keep it pretty simple, but you can make it as detailed as you wish. The other thing that I would tell you is this specific catalog was not very sturdy. So before I even started, I reinforced every page with my handy dandy medical tape. I've been working on glue projects, so I'm a hot mess, which works fabulously to just kind of reinforce everything. So what I've done so far, this is also from the magazine. I made a tiny itty bitty baby journal in here using some of my favorite papers. This is a piece, I believe it's from, this is from Graphics Fairy, I'm pretty sure. So a little card that I can stick little pieces of ephemera. I can write the week at a glance is what I kind of intended. And I created that little pocket out of some wallpaper. When I show you guys this, it's a little bit hard because it's so big. This one was the basis. If I turn it this way, you'll probably be able to tell. This was graduates. This is a tie. This is their gold cords and such. But I liked the colors, and so I decided just to keep that as the backdrop, and then I'll add to it as we go. I also left quite a few things, like this says guides and maps, which I'm going to do a page on in just a second because it's one of my favorites from that Country Living magazine. This was just some old ledger, and I just collaged this. Did I keep that? No, it looks like I need to glue that down a little bit better. Let's just do that right now. I think maybe I had intentions of doing something else. So pretty much what we're going to concentrate on for this, the last of this to complete it before, let's see, we leave on Saturday. So I need to get busy. Is just a couple of pages. I'm going to show you how I covered those and then, or how to cover them easily. And then we're going to do some embellishments. This was from an old book, and I loved it because of the camping vibe. So I used that. More ledger. And then this was something after round 2 of me the video not saving. I happened to make a little run to the thrift store, and I found a bunch of CD covers, so I included those, and I thought it would be fun to put in. I have these are from my digital kits. I've got really large ones, and then I've just got playing card size, but I thought that was cute. Not that I think that we're going to see any antelope in Minnesota, but you never know. But it's a really great card for me to journal on, so I'm going to stick that in there. And then these, I loved the idea of, you know, being in a lodge and the old games, and so I included that from the magazine as well. These are all pieces from different magazines, and what I did was inside of the larger journal, I made a smaller one with some pockets. This is just a journal card. I'm not sure who that's by. And then just a big old stack of writing paper. And I love I love writing on this with my very favorite pens, my Uniballs. It just writes really nice. So I was like, I'm going to use a lot of this paper, and that's pretty much how I'm going to document most of my trip, is right here, day by day, like my diary. And I can pull that out. All I used in here was just a piece of, this is cotton. It's not sari silk, but this is from an old rug that I had. That was kind of worse for wear, so I washed it up and pulled it apart. And I've had this stuff for a long time. I finally went through and sorted it all out with the help of Zenny. Yeah, she was so helpful. Just another little page with a flip out. These are some old, I think close to my heart, stickers that I had. Again, just trying to use up kind of what I had that I'm not using much of. And then this is where I ended up, I believe. Yep, the rest of it is blank. So we're going to start from here. So this is, I just like the colors. I thought that that kind of went with this, but I really wanted to use my I'm going to move this down a little bit, my very favorite pages, which was what's left of these camp guides. And so I thought what we would do is just, hi Demi, collage this up just to give us a base, and then we can cover the rest of it. So I'm going to do that. So let me tell you a little bit about our upcoming trip. So we are, let me grab my glue book. We are intending to go to the Boundary Waters, which is on the Minnesota side. And if you guys are all aware, which I'm sure you are, if you watch any of the updates in the news about the fires, it hasn't been good up there. Okay, this is really, I'm just gonna have to bend that, I guess. So we've been watching it closely, and we've talked to our hosts and kind of gotten updates, but we think that we are in pretty good shape. Our hosts are all safe. Everyone around them is safe. There are areas that have been closed. So what we're going to be able to do might differ from what we had initially planned, but we think that everything should be okay. In fact, it was weird because, and I need to check it again, but the air quality was actually better up there than it was here in Iowa, which is kind of scary when you really think about it, but I don't know. So I'm personally all packed. The kids are not. So I'm hopeful that they'll get that done the next day or two. And then we all split. It's actually, this isn't just my, Dave and I and the 4 of us kids. It's all of our family. So it will be my mom and dad, my sister and brother and their families, and so that is what we're planning. But the week-long journey for the guys to go portage in all of the locations is probably not going to happen. So they'll just be doing day trips, and we'll do a lot of hiking and that kind of thing. Just have a good time with the fam. So this is what I'm going to use to capture all that. And it's kind of funny because this, I mean, I think I might have shared this when I created my, I need something solid here. Let me grab something. What shall we use? I'm thinking just a piece of, what was I saying? I have no idea. That's just how I how I roll. Oh my goodness. It's so much. I think we have a college visit, I believe, tomorrow for Landon. In anticipation for next year. And I think that's tomorrow. And then I'm just trying to wrap everything up and make sure Zenny has a place. Oh, shoot. Dang it. Dag nabbit. That's okay. Save the day. I believe my friend is going to come and stay with her, and then my neighbor's going to check in. She hasn't since the pandemic, she really hasn't been away from our family. So I don't know how she's going to deal, but my friend is a huge dog lover, and she's got a little dachshund named Eddie. He's a puppy, and so they like to play together, so that'll be fun for them. I want to cover up that icky part right there. One thing that is good for you guys to know about this is that, you know, this is just pretty much a lot of collaging, and it's ouch. And it's a good way to, yep, I just cut myself. Like literally cut myself with the scissors. A really good way to use up your scraps. And, I have kind of a tradition, Dave and I do, oh, and the kids, when they want to go shopping at the mall, Dave and I go, and we go to the bookstore. So we go to Barnes and Noble, and we hang out, and we pick out books and magazines that we want. We do that. I mean, we don't do it a ton, but it's a fun way for us to kind of do something interesting while we're out and about, because I really do not like spending time in the mall. I like to shop with the kids and pick things out for them, but you know, a lot of times they want to, oh gosh, do their own thing, and which I get it. So we just hang out, and this was one of those magazines, but I bought this, I don't know, a long time ago. I think it's from maybe June of last year, possibly. And there were so many cool things in it that, I like that. But that needs something. Let's see. I need a little bit of glue there. Let's see if I have some. These are kind of kiddish, these stickers that I've got. So, these actually came from, I just found these the other day. Let's just stick this on here. These are from Daphne's Diary. And I think that's a past issue as well. I'm not sure which one, but I need something round up here. But I have a bunch of back issues that I need to first read. I've read a couple of them, but I need to go back and go through them again. I'm satisfied with that. And maybe we'll do some kind of pocket or tuck. So that's how easy it was. Now, this is, I think this is a piece of Graphics Fairy paper as well. And I loved it. So I thought what we could do is something, it keeps getting, okay, is use a little bit of my Kool-Aid dyed paper just to make it a blank slate. And I think we'll do that on the top, so I'll come back to that. And then use this cute, adorable little bear. So we need to cut off about, where's my ruler? Underneath there. By the way, well, actually, it really isn't. This is about the third video I've done in my craft room. As you guys probably know, I did all of my videos upstairs. Okay, we're gonna cut that. In my office just because of lighting. And what was happening? Well, I was acquiring more and more of my things from my craft room right up in my office, and it was getting too much for me and I couldn't handle it. So I was like, okay, time for me to just suck it up and hope for the best, and that my videos, the lighting is good. So you please, please, please tell me if it's annoying or if it's not good or any other feedback that you have, because I'm kind of digging it, and it's extremely organized right now. Although so organized, some things I can't recall off the top of my head. That is why, you guys, I label everything, because when I want something, I want it now, and I get really frustrated with me. Why didn't I measure that before I did that? Oh, well. This is, of course, a lot more fragile. There we go. Okay. I could have just ripped those together. Let's make sure. That's the only problem with the paper. I use a lot of just regular standard copy paper, and it does get very fragile. So just know that if you're dyeing paper. I personally like it like that, but you know, some people do not. I know you probably can't see me gluing, but you know, probably don't really care. But what I was going to say is that I'm still kind of getting my groove together video-wise. Like, I knew where everything was upstairs. And now that I've rearranged, it's just a little bit of me getting used to it all again. But it is more organized because I've got lots and lots and lots of space. Okay, one thing I thought, where was I going to put that? I might just leave this like that for right now, because I'm kind of liking this. I'm kind of liking the rough edges, and I like how that goes with the bear. So let's just leave that like it is. And there's no rhyme or reason to this. Like, there's no, I mean, the theme is camping in the outdoors, but other than that, color-wise, none. I just rolled with it. And sometimes I like that because I tend to do, I do a lot of design work on houses. And so I have kind of I have to think flow, and I have to think about how everything is going to blend together. And on projects like this, I love them because I don't. I can just roll with it. So these were two more of the coffee, Kool-Aid dyed papers. And here's why I thought I would use those, because I love that scene. I especially I just love everything about it. So I thought it looked really, really good with that. And then I had on the back page, I just did, let me turn it around. That's just a little, this is all maps of the lakes in, actually, it was everything about the Mississippi River. And so it shows the lakes as well. So that I thought was perfect. So I wanted to be able to incorporate that. So maybe I'm thinking though, I don't know, because this flips vertically instead of horizontally, I kind of like to weigh all of the focal points and the heavy things on the bottom part. So what I think I'll do with this, I think what I'm going to do is make this into a pocket. I know I have lots of pockets, but I just like that. So let's see. Okay, let's just do this now. See, this one's already ripped, which is fine. We'll make it work. All right, so let's just cut these both at once. And I'm just going just a smidge inside of, I'm not really doing it, kind of doing it a little messy. And I like that because on the last one I did, I liked all the rough edges. And it's a little bit out of character for me. So I thought that was kind of fun. All right, so let's get both of these down. So what are you all up to? It's, let's see, when you guys watch this, it will be nearing the holiday weekend, Labor Day. So, whoa, I guess this book page is done. Set that aside. So what do y'all have planned? I hope it's got something fun and relaxing. I mean, I guess probably if you have children, they're probably all starting school if they haven't already this week or right after. I like that at the top. Or right after the holiday. I don't know why it seems to me when I was growing up in the olden days that I don't think, it feels like we didn't start school until after Labor Day, but maybe we did. I don't know. But I just don't understand why they don't. And the only thing I can probably, that I would agree upon is that, you know, we live in the Midwest and it gets, oh, that's okay. That's okay. We're fine. I really went janky on that. I'm going to put this little glue down here. Actually, I'm going to wait because otherwise if I'm flipping back and forth, it will get stuck. So we get a lot of storms, as any of you know that live in the Midwest, in the winter, which means school closures and snow days. And so I think that they probably want to compensate for that and just, you know, not have, or have the luxury of not having to go until the middle of June, which I don't remember how old the kids were, but that happened several years ago. And we went for way too long. All right, we're going to wait for that. And I'm thinking, no, not on that page. We're going to do it maybe on the next page. And like I said, this is not, let's see, what would this look like if I did, nah. I think I'm just going to rip it. Let's see, where's my, I have these and I never use them, so let's just do it. And let's just rip this one right next to the walking stick. Make sure that, okay. I just love that, but now I need something there, but I'm not gonna worry about that at the moment because I'm thinking there'll be a brochure or a photo. I am planning to add a lot of, my mom is a crazy good photographer, so I think I'll just wait. I was going to do that as a pocket, but I've got a lot, so I think I'm just going to be fine with it not being one. Okay, let's glue this part down. Let's see what this looks like if it's sticking out there. Take that off. Okay. Okay, sounds good. We have the week after we get back from vacay is our kids' homecoming week. And so Demi was just stopping in to tell me she was going to go check out dresses. She has no idea who she's going with, whether she's going with friends or somebody. But either way, I think she's going to go, which I'm happy for. These are those little, more of Daphne's Diary stuff. I'm just trying to use up some of these things. Okay. So there you have it. And you know what? I think we used that somewhere else. So let's put that there. That kind of ties everything together. And we'll make this into a little pocket in case there's something small. Can you even see? No, you can't. This is the difficult part about this project, is that it's so long that I can't get everything in camera. So my apologies. All right, that looks cute. Okay, so we've got that. And we've got that. I've been itching to use. I had a hankering to use that. We'll probably have to reinforce this at some point, but I'll let everything else dry. And see, you can kind of see that green hanging over. That paper probably will get a little smushy, but that's all right. Okay, so for these 2 pages, I want to be able to write on it, but that same little trip to the thrift shop where I bought the CD covers, I found 2 unopened boxes of these airmail cards or envelopes. So I thought those would be kind of fun. So let's just make this some journal pages. I'm going to leave that and we'll use some, perhaps we'll use some washi tape. And I'm going to go just a little smaller. Hang on. But yeah, I mean, it's kind of weird. I know people are like, why are you going on vacation when school started? Well, let me just say that 2021 hasn't been, well, actually probably 2021 has been harder and more challenging for our extended family than 2020 was. So we've had a lot of stuff going on, and everyone not only deserves a vacation, but it's medicinal. We need it. Simply put. So we decided as a family we were going to do this. And, you know, we usually at least 2 of the kids, because, you know, they go to, well, now Demi and Landon go to the same school now, but and Sam is out of school. But before, all 4 of them were at different locations of schools. Demi and Landon were in the same district. But so that meant that they all had different spring breaks. So at least 2 of them, sometimes when we would go on our ski trips, which is an annual event, we would have to take them out of school if it wasn't their spring break week. So we figured, well, we've done that in the past, so we will, instead of doing it for ski trip, we will do it for this trip. So I'm really excited. We all have meals that we're in charge of. Each of us have a breakfast and each of us have a dinner. So I am making, well, I said I was making egg casserole, but if my brother and my niece have any say in it, I will be making eggs Benedict. So they haven't said anything yet, so I'm not mentioning it. Although I should just take it and be prepared to make it for them because I know they're going to ask. Okay, so here's what I thought. Let's see. I thought we would just tuck these. I like this one because it's more distressed from where it had been sitting, but I thought we could take, let me just go through this. Let's see. I thought we would use that as the back. And we're going to glue it right down. So then what if we did, oh, and I already tucked that in. I'm liking that. Okay, so the first thing we're going to do is we're going to tuck, whoops, we're going to do this. And I'm going to use the Fabrifix. Oh, one other really exciting thing. I have not one, not two, but 3 brand new bottles of glue. I've got my, oh shoot. Did I just do that wrong? Let's see, where do I want, should I have done that? Hold on. See, stop talking and, all right, let's just do this. All right, I like that that's there, so let's just put that. All right, we're fine. Whew. There we go. Okay, crisis averted. And I'm telling you, with glue, to me, it's like there is nothing better. Okay, so that's together. I got to talk through this. Hang on. Okay, this will go here and this will go here. It'll open like that, and it feels like I have something today. And that's there. Is everything together? Well, I'll be. All right, it's all together. So now we just got to glue it on the back. It's like new pair of socks, right? I don't know. I know I'm not alone in that. It just feels so good to use a new glue. And after my, of course I want to use every bit of glue, but I complain about my silly bottle of glue. I'm going to go right in the middle of this. Just so. Look at that. Perfect. One thing that I did notice when I was doing my last one of these vertically is that I didn't reinforce necessarily the front and the back, but I just did like what was a clipboard. So I had this little guy, which is really just a piece of cardboard. And then I had a bulldog clip on it. And that worked just fine. But with this one, I decided I didn't probably need as many pages because it was all for one event. So I put probably 4 single pages together, and it is quite sturdy. And I did the same on the back. So I don't think I'm going to need to take anything, especially like if I'm riding in the car. Now, if I really would have been thinking, I could have left a pocket there too. But let's go back. Let's just, let's go back to the beginning. I feel like, oh, and here's the other thing that this was from a more recent chindie rug that I did. And I thought I had a really good idea. I put this on after, but I liked that it looked kind of like an old, rag rug that you'd see in a cabin. So it was an afterthought, but you know, it works. Okay, so I think I'm good with these 2 pages because I've already got my text. So let's see what we can do here. Oh, I wanted to add something. So recently, let me just share. Oh, let's put that in there. Cute. So recently, this was just I was practicing with some new stamps I got from Signet Stamps, and they were, Gail Agostinelli was the one that queued me up to take a look at Signet Stamps, and I ordered all of these, and they are lovely, and Bob is even more awesome. He, first of all, customer service is amazing. But he reached out and said, hey, how do you feel about circle stamps? And I was like, well, who doesn't love a good stamp? I'm totally up for it. And so he sent me a little photo. And he, you know, he knows how to make a girl feel good. He said, you're the first one in the world to see these. So I said, I promise that I will, I don't know if I want that. Oh, you know what the heck. I should have done a different color. To see these circle stamps. And so I promised him that on my, when those come out, I will be one of the first to purchase, and I'll be sure to tell all of my subscribers about when they're available, because they really, I mean, they work great. They have a really nice sticky surface, but they come off really easily from your block. So highly suggest them. And it's, let's see, he's on Etsy. This is just the directions, but it's SIGNET stamps. Say hi to Bob. And if you have any questions, they are phenomenal. Like I said, customer service. I just want to use those stamps all over. Oh, you know what else I have? These are old. I've had them for, that looks very childlike. So we probably won't use that. But these are all of my, from my days of, as a consultant with Close to My Heart. That's a little more sunny shine. But what do we got here? Let's go camping. Let's see what that one says. Okay, those might be a little more appropriate. We'll take them out just in case. But I'm very happy with them. And I have just, this is the first project that I started experimenting with. So, success. Okay, we've got some, let me put this stamp away. I've got some things that might work for some journal cards. These you guys probably saw from one of my hauls. Oh, this was from, yeah, I'm pretty sure it was. This was from Dave and I's trip. And I think what I'll do is I'll use, I've got all this paper, the penmanship paper. So I think we'll just double back it just to give it a little, can I fit 2 on there? Negative. It's okay. So let's just do this. We'll do 3 of them. I'll just tuck these in random places because I think it would be fun just to like, whoops, that didn't go well. Our family loves to like remember quotes that one of us or the kids all said it while we're on our trip. So that would be fun. A fun page. It would be fun to just do like, where else we went. Yep, this was from that trip because it's from Dennison, Iowa. I don't know if there's any White Star Dairy left, but makes you want ice cream. That's a show. There, now I can really just write on. And I think we'll just do something, maybe a belly band there. Let's use one of these old, that's a cool color. So that's it in a nutshell. Our vacation plans. Okay. This is not very, do I care? You know what? Here's what we'll do. Do something a little different, just to give it a little bit of pop, a little bit of more durability. So these are really still really thin. Let's see how long these are. Gosh, well, that's a dreamy. It's just a, we're just gonna use it. Okay, here's what we're gonna do. I got all 3 of those covered. We're gonna punch a hole. Oopsie. Hole punch. Oh, we're gonna go with the crocodile because I don't know where my regular hole punch is. And we'll just put a brad in there. Okay. And then, let's see, belly band. See, there was the one I was working on. I thought that was cute. You know what, we're gonna use this too, because I'm seeing both of those in a belly band. So let's just round the corners. Jeez, Angela. And I'm going to leave that kind of rough. It's blank on the back. I'm going to leave it just like that. And I've got some desert sand, which let's see how dark that really is. That's pretty dark. Just a smidgy. I know some of you you love to distress, you know, almost everything you can get your hands on. I think that's awesome. I'm a little hit or miss. I'm like, if I'm in the mood, maybe. And it's just one little tip that I will tell you. It's also a time saver, is that you can just use the side of that. You have to do it kind of at an angle. But you don't have to get those daubers out every single time. So we're going to Grand Marais, a place called Poplar Lake. So I can probably find something that says that on there and add it. Okay, so let me find a belly band. You know, this is super cute. That's from Graphics Fairy. It says Zion, so I'd have to change it out, but we might use that. Belly band. What shall we use? I'm just trying to use some of those up. Oh, you know what I've got? What's up here? Those are bright colors. Okay, let's try to use something. Let me get my scraps here. I've got some red. We'll just use a basic red and zhuzh it up. That's a whole piece. How did that end up in my scraps? I have no idea. My scrap bin is getting out of control. So we're going to have to do some scrap busting videos here shortly, I believe. Make this not look like a brand new piece of regular old scrapbook paper. Let's put this adventure on there. And what else? How about this under the stars? That pulls kind of that blue together. I know, I really apologize you can't see that. I won't do another one of these on camera because they're just too hard for all you guys to see. All right. And if I had foresight, I would have probably used my brads and then covered the next page. But since I didn't, we're going to glue it and hope for the best. Okay, I like that. I also have, okay, that looks pretty good, doesn't it? Cute and usable. Oh, I can't, I don't know why, but I just can't cover that one up. Look how cute that is. Don't you think we need that on here? I do. And then we can just right in there. We'll put a little paper clip. Let me grab a paper clip. What color shall we use? I think blue. Okay. You know what? I don't even think I'm going to glue that in. I think I'm just going to put it perfect. Right there like that. Sweet. What else do I have in this little pile of graphics fairy stuff? Probably not a moose. What's that say? The shadows of the ferns and sweet wild grasses along the edge of the woods were like a dance of sprites. Away beyond the harbor, below the moonlight, was a sky of purple and amber where a sunset had been. L.M. Montgomery. That's kind of blurry. Should we put that in there too? Why not? Okay. This, okay, I had something in mind for this. What was I going to do with it? This is from Morning Cheer Bookstore in Philadelphia. I might have to keep, I just thought there were pages that it looked cute with. Maybe we'll just, let me just stick it in here. Maybe I'll use it later because I like that color with that. These would be fun. Come to the woods, for here is rest. There is no response like that of the green deep woods. Sleep in forgetfulness of all ill. Amen, brother. We better have that one in here for sure. Okay, we're gonna, let me go over my garbage bin here. Corner around it. And I think instead of a, do I want it there or do I want it here? I think I want it there. I think instead of a journal card, I'm going to make it a pocket. And you'll probably notice, like, a lot of times I will do some of my tucks on the side and some of them on top. I've been doing most of the ones for this journal on the top just because I don't want things to fall out. For some reason, I don't know why I think they will, but I do. Okay, let's just do this in here and we'll glue this one down since it says Zion on the back. And I'll figure out what to do with the inside of it later. So this needs to be, I realize that is one thing that's still upstairs is my bone folder. So maybe we'll make this one so that it can tuck, because it will be on this side inside. There we go. So now we can tuck in here. Will I remember that? I don't know. So I'm going to put a piece of, I'm going to just put this little piece of folded up paper. That's my reminder that I can make that as a tuck. And then, boom, boom. Sweet. But very simple. I mean, this is a great way for you guys to use up your scraps. One helpful suggestion is just get your base, so whatever you want to use for your magazine, and then I don't want to cover that either because I think it's too pretty. Oh no, what happened? Oh, we're good. And then just kind of roll with it and pick out, you know, everything that has to do with that theme. I have all of my, and I probably put it all away, all of my items themed. So like, for example, all of my camping stuff was all in a 12 by 12 zip, clear zip container. And I just keep it like that and then pull it out when I'm going to use something, you know, whether it's sewing or, well, we're not camping. Let's just try this adventure. We will go business. But why don't we try using one of Bob's stamps? Where did Bob's stamps go? Let's try this one. I really like this one. It's got the lines in it. I noticed too, and I'm thinking about getting those as well, is he had some really large, probably, I don't recall exactly what the size was, but probably maybe 6 by 6, maybe bigger than that, I'm not sure, of like lined paper, and I think one was a grid, and it was really cute. I think there were 2 in that kit, or that pack, which I liked a lot. So I may have to get those. Looks so good. Okay, now let's see. Here's why we like our clear stamps. Because we're going to make sure that this fits. And it's in the right spot on the lines. And it is. Ta-da! I don't have a lot of stamps that I can't see through. I have a few that I've picked up. I'm pretty particular, but that have the wood backs. But most of all mine are clear because I'm not the best stamper in the world, so I need all the help I can get. All right, I'm just going to set that aside. I like that. All right, so we've got that there. And I do have, the best part was people who were there, places to go and things to see. So what I'm thinking is, let's just do, let's just put all of these in here for right now. What the heck happened? Oh, nothing, Angela. Do not panic. No. Okay. Put those there. And I think I'm going to take these along with. These are more of those. Oh, that's cute. I might have to go buy that. These are more of them. And then this is Yellowstone, and this is another Protect Your Park. So let's just put those in. So maybe if I need them on the trip, I've got them handy. Oh, let's put this in too. I can use that to make a journal card. Oh, and I know somebody asked after my last video when we went on our weekend trip, I kind of mentioned what I took. And I carry that all in a bag. These we had at our shop. Isn't that adorable? But it's pretty, I mean, pretty good size. It's about it's 11 by 8. And I just put what I need, all of the very, very, very basics, and that's all that gets taken along on the trip. And I just keep it in, I have one little bag. I don't carry a purse, so, it's got a So I just keep my bag with my travel bag, my satchel, and I put everything in it, and that's all I take, and I have it at the ready whenever I am in need. Look at how cute that is. And that, I don't know, and maybe it was in the same kit. I do not remember, but well, they were both graphics fairies, but I don't remember if they were in the, they must have been in the same one. I just don't remember that bear being in there. See, that's the other thing. A little hump. Okay. So I think we've got a pretty good start. That is not staying down. I may put a couple more of, just because I love them so much, some of Bob's stamps here and there. Let's see what this olive looks like on the blue. I'm going to kind of go onto the flowers. Oh, I like that. See, I could get carried away with these. It's okay, Angela. Here, this is green. Let's do another one here. So I hope that whatever you guys plan to do on your long weekend brings you joy and happiness. So I kind of messed that up a little bit. That's okay. And that you're doing something that isn't too much work. I hope you're not working because, you know, it's Labor Day. You need to take the day off. If you are, just remember, I said take a day off. I'm giving you permission, like that makes any difference. What was that? Oh, a piece of rubber. So there we have it. It is all complete, and I am ready for vacation. Now I have to finish making sure my kids get packed. But I can assure you, I've been packed. I have a little, I don't know. It's probably all the years in that I worked in the airlines that I pack really, 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 really early. And when I used to travel all the time, I would just have my bag packed, and then I would just add what I needed, you know, if I had certain things going on. So I can pack in a New York minute. And so I've got everything already packed for myself. And I've been eating healthy, and so I am taking some of my own food along, which I don't normally do, so that has been a little bit of a challenge. Plus I'm making the breakfast, which I never did finish, is probably going to be Eggs Benedict, but it was supposed to be these egg casseroles that I make. I have a pesto egg casserole, which I know sounds crazy, but it's really good. And then what's the other one that I made last time that everybody liked? I believe it was just a really simple one with, in fact, I used I believe I used buffalo. It's delicious. So that is what I am making for breakfast, and for dinner I am making lasagna. So I'm making 2 big pans of my traditional lasagna, and then I'm also making a pan of vegetarian lasagna. So I'm going to make a, instead of noodles, it will have zucchini. Actually, I guess it's really not, that wouldn't be fair to say. It's really not vegetarian because it does have bison in it. A more healthier version, I guess, as you could say. So there you have it. We are all finished, and if I have my ducks in a row and everything goes as planned, I intend to come back and share with you a throwback Thursday of a project that I did for a workshop a couple years ago. And I found all of the tools to do those. So we are going to be using, look at how messy and dirty my hands are for that ink. We are going to be making some game piece ephemera. And I have poker chips and I have dominoes that we're going to make. So I've got a special treat for you because you'll want to watch, because some lucky person may end up with all of these goodies. So we will be doing that. And then the other thing that we're going to do before I go on vacation is I am going to teach you all how to print on fabric, because I have these digitals that are, by the time you watch this, they should be up on Etsy. And I want you to know how to print these, should you wish, on fabric, not just on paper. So those are the two things that you can look forward to this week before I go. And until next time, friends, I hope you have a great rest of the week and a fabulous holiday weekend. And remember to take time to just be. Cheers.